mysterious door on Mars, rumored to be an entrance for aliens, has just had a discovery that shocked humanity. Welcome to the mystical world of the universe. The planet named Mars, but in reality, its surface does not have the burning flames we often imagine. Conversely, science suggests that Mars once had oceans and rivers. Today, water may still be trapped within sediment layers in some regions of Mars, holding the potential to support human life. Or could there have once been a civilization on Mars that we humans knew nothing about? What is Mars still hiding? After decades of relentless research, scientists are gradually lifting the veil of mystery surrounding the red planet. And all these mysteries will be revealed in today's video. The tree was massive and imposing. Many could not help but marvel at the image captured by the Schirmer spacecraft on Mars. It looked exactly like a giant ancient log, with wood grain patterns as distinct as the annual growth rings of a tree. But in reality, it wasn't a giant tree stump, but rather an impact crater formed by a meteorite. Although the rings of a crater are not an indication of its age. However, intrinsic models can help researchers gain a deeper understanding of the factors that constitute the structure and the events that have occurred on Mars throughout its long history. So far, scientists have learned only one thing about this crater. Its interior is filled with sediment formed after the water froze. According to the European Space Agency, ESA, this sedimentary layer formed very early in the history of Mars. They believe these sediments settled in the volcanic crater due to the planet's tilt or changes in its rotational axis over time. The axial tilt of a planet, as on Earth, is the cause of seasonal variations. And compared to Earth, the axial tilt of Mars has changed significantly over time. In its early formation, Mars possessed a dense atmosphere and a strong magnetic field, creating ideal conditions for liquid water to exist stably on its surface. This opens up the possibility of an environment that could have supported the development of life on the planet. The planet's axial tilt could allow ice deposits to form at lower latitudes than at present. In reality, the characteristic circles and watermarks of the crater were most likely formed by environmental changes over time. Researchers believe that these characteristics were formed due to changes in seasons and temperature. The material in the crater expands when heated and contracts when cooled. DGL landed on Mars in 2016 as part of the European Space Agency's, ESA, summer mission. To study this planet from both its orbit and its surface. The mission to continue providing similar images like these is still underway. Along with data related to the atmosphere, geology, surface, and history of Mars, and much more. The team operating the Mars rover Curiosity has just issued its first official statement regarding the mysterious structure, which looks exactly like an artificial door, discovered on the surface of the red planet. When NASA posted the photo of a strange doorway captured by the Curiosity rover on May 7, that situation was shared at breakneck speed without any accompanying commentary. Many people expressed great surprise and even commented that it looks exactly like the entrance to an alien's house. However, some independent researchers argue that it is very likely just a random geological formation. According to Space.com, NASA's Curiosity rover operations team has just issued a new statement. The rover captured a mysterious door, but in reality, it was just a natural rock fracture. Dog hole. Because in reality, this mysterious door is only 30 centimeters high and 40 centimeters wide. The Curiosity team explained on Twitter that there are some linear fractures on the hill. However, at this location, several similar fractures appear, suggesting they may have broken at such angles. This type of geological fault is commonly found in the bedrock of both Earth and Mars. However, it should also be emphasized that this is merely a path leading back to the ancient past. That door may not lead us to encounter aliens, but it opens up incredibly exciting opportunities for science. Therefore, Curiosity will continue to investigate the door and the mysteries it holds in greater detail. Based on current scientific evidence, it can be confirmed that liquid water does not exist on the surface of Mars. However, researchers have discovered a significant amount of frozen water at the planet's poles, as well as the potential for liquid water flowing deep beneath the surface. The European Space Agency's, ESA, ExoMars orbiter has detected a significant amount of water in the Valles Marineris Canyon system on Mars. The largest known canyon in the solar system. According to researchers, approximately 40% of the material near the surface of this 41,000 square kilometers area is likely to be water. Valles Marineris on the surface of Mars is a massive canyon system formed by geological tectonic activity. Crafted into the shape of a ring and expanded by wind erosion, it's very likely that water also played a role. This canyon is over 4,000 kilometers long and 8 kilometers deep, making it more than 10 times longer and over 5 times deeper than the Grand Canyon in Arizona. According to NASA, if the massive Valles Marineris canyon system were on Earth, it would stretch across the entire continental United States, from New York City to the coast of California. Previously, when scientists searched for evidence of water's existence in the Martian equatorial region, they could only find strange traces of some substance clinging to the layer of dust covering the object's surface. But now, DigiGo has managed to penetrate the surface river layer, significantly expanding its ability to search for underground water pockets on Mars. Regardless of the form water may take, a significant discovery has identified a vast reservoir, promising great potential for the future. The probe could land nearby, studying the water and searching for signs of life on Mars. An arched gateway structure, allegedly built by aliens, was captured by NASA's Mars Curiosity rover during its 8-year journey exploring the red planet. At first glance, these ruins look no different than oddly shaped rocks. But UFO hunters still believe this could very well be true. According to Mr. Quering's analysis of the NASA photos, the rocks on Mars were once part of an ancient structure that was destroyed and has deteriorated over time. The archway captured in NASA's photo is estimated to be no more than 45 centimeters tall, and many other structures may be buried beneath the sand. Based on these findings, Scott Sewering believes that NASA's photos are clear evidence of the presence of aliens on Mars. Scott Sewering is widely known for his claims regarding the existence of extraterrestrial life. This is not the first time Quering has made statements regarding Mars. In early 2020, Scott Sewering shared photos of what he claimed to be the body of a humanoid alien buried on Mars. The Strange Bookstore on Mars. On April 15, China's Mars probe TIANWEN-1 celebrated the milestone of 800 days of operation on the Red Planet. NASA's Curiosity rover has unexpectedly discovered a strange object on Mars that perfectly resembles an open book, sparking numerous questions. On Earth, paper emerged around the same time as writing, both originating from ancient Sumerian civilization approximately 20,000 years ago. Writing has also been found on bronze items, stone walls, terracotta pieces, and scrolls dating back thousands of years. High Neem. Originally, they were wax tablets, and later parchment, used by humans as communication materials in the Mediterranean and Mesopotamia regions. However, this bookstore found on Mars was likely not created with a similar purpose. It's merely a random rock formation that resembles a seal, formed by water erosion. This is the hypothesis believed by experts at NASA. They believe the strangely shaped rocks on Mars were eroded by water over thousands of years, when the red planet still possessed a humid climate. Besides its unusual appearance, this rock is composed of material harder than anything ever found in the Jezero crater region on Mars. Scientists explain that Mars is currently drier and windier. It is these winds that cause eroded rocks to become harder than the rest. NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory stated that after a long period of being eroded by wind, which wore away the softer rock layers, only the harder materials remained. The Curiosity rover has been exploring the area around the Gale crater on Mars since August 2012. Throughout its journey spanning over a decade, this rover has gathered significant findings, including the discovery of long-standing liquid water on ancient Mars, a potential evidence of past life on the planet, through organic compounds and surface reflection. However, Curiosity's successor, Perseverance, is carrying out a different mission in Jezero crater. It collects soil and rock samples from Mars and is expected to bring them back to Earth in a mission scheduled for 2033. Dear friends, Mars remains a profound mystery to humanity. In your opinion, does life exist on Mars? Hey XAO. Well, our video has come to an end. Thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.